All right, so this is basically just a more advanced version of the sequence we use to try and bring better balance into the pelvis. Once you've graduated from the bilateral positions, now we're going to bring unilateral into it. So first thing, we still need to work on that pushing and pulling to get the hips in a better position. So we're going to interlock the fingers behind the knee, other side up, and you're going to simultaneously, in my case, I'm pushing my left leg forward, pulling my right leg back, holding for a 3 to 5 second count, and then repeating on the other side. So 3 to 5 seconds, you're going to go 2 to 3 times each side. Make sure you check your notes because we want to end on a particular side based on your individual circumstances. So after we've done 2 to 3 times each side with 3 to 5 second holds, we're now going to go around the legs and push the knees out. And then relax, and same idea, 2 to 3 by 3 to 5 second holds. Then roll onto your side, make a fist, stick it in between your knees, and squeeze, 3 to 5 second hold. And we're gonna go ahead and do 2 to 3 of those. All right, now hopefully we've got things in a little better position, so let's wake everything up. So the band, I'm using a 1-inch super band. It could be a belt. Again, I want something that's a little more rigid versus very flexible. Mini bands aren't gonna be great for this. Pull it so you have a long end of the band and a short end. Feed the long end through the short end, loop it back, and then go right in between the two sides of the band. Friction of the band should keep it in place. All right, so every time you're going up into a bridge, you want a sequence. It's going to be pelvic floor, outward pressure on the band, weight on the heels, and then come up into your bridge, squeeze your glutes. So first you're coming up bilateral, making sure both glutes are on, and then you're going to shift emphasis to one side. So that may mean simply picking some weight up. I'm now shifting onto my right side, or I may be able to go ahead and pick that left foot up. The key is going to be glute sensation. So glute needs to be your primary sensation here. If you lift your foot and it moves to hamstring, low back, or inner thigh, you're not ready for it, and we need to keep the foot down and just gradually take some pressure off. So we're going to go with a 5 to 10 second hold on one side, and then a 5 to 10 second hold on the other side. Again, I'm unloading, or I can completely unload. You still want to keep outward pressure on the band to make sure you're keeping your glutes engaged. So we're going to go back and forth until we've done 2 to 3 times each side. And again, check your notes because we want to finish on the side that's appropriate for you. Now, we're going to repeat the same concept, but in a plank position. So I'm squeezing the block. First, I'm going to find my position. I'm going to pull my elbows and toes together, get the abs locked in nicely, and then go back to a regular position and unload a foot. So I'm going to hold this for 5 to 10 seconds, and then I'm going to go to the other side for 5 to 10 seconds. Again, check your notes. I want you to start on a particular side so that you finish on a particular side. All right, after you've gone through 2 to 3 of those each side, we're going to go into a side plank. So from here, I'm squeezing the block. We're going to hold this for 15 seconds, and then all I'm going to do is push my leg against the band and hold this for 15 seconds. So squeezing in is the first part, second part, pushing up on the band. You're going to feel the difference as far as who's getting some attention down there. So 15 seconds each position. Obviously repeat that on the other side. So the whole goal here is first bring the position into a little better alignment, and then we want to go through and get left and right on the back side, left and right on the front side, medial and lateral, as well as lateral trunk stability going into the side plank. This is not a competitive effort, so we're simply trying to get some muscles that may have been a little down regulated back online, and we want to make sure everything is nice and symmetrical around the hips.